Here's one on the gym stories, and this one's funny as fuck, fresh as fuck, because it just happened today. And it's probably a bit, I won't say wholesome, but there's no nastiness in it. There's just pure, like, comedy. And I think it'll be a little one that'll make a lot of you laugh. Bit different to what you expect. So it actually happened outside the gym, but still revolves around the gym. So I did an early morning session, finished about 10 o'clock. I got in about 8, and I thought, right, get my cardio in a bit. I've done a bit of cardio then, going to do a bit of cardio later. So my cat's come and visit me. Hello, baby girl. Give me a minute, I'll feed you. I'll just throw her some treats. If I don't throw her some treats, we'll never get this story going, because she'll start climbing. What are you, baby? Okay, let's continue the story, though. Anyway, so the story, where it gets funny, is there is this gym. So this girl comes up to me as I enter my apartment blocks, and she goes, excuse me, you go that gym? You go gym? I went, yeah, I go to gym, yeah. And she goes, she goes, you know this gym? And she says a gym. I said, yeah, I go there sometimes. She goes, okay, I cancel my membership. She's Chinese. She goes, I cancel membership. I went, yeah. She goes, 2 weeks ago. I went, yeah. She goes, but I want to go back. I went, okay. And I said, yeah, I'm sure I'll let you back. I said, people do it all the time. I said, you probably just have to restart your month up. So she goes, can you put me back in? So I said, what? And she goes, can you? I said, oh, sorry, no. I said, I don't work there, Flower. I don't have what to do with that gym. You know, I don't work there. I just use it sometimes. So she goes, no, can you get me back in? I went, what? And she goes, can you get me membership? So I realised, even though she's speaking quite fine English, she doesn't understand me at all. So I said, I'm not. I said, I'm member of gym, not owner. You need to speak to the owner. She goes, well, how can I speak? I said, well, go in about 2 o'clock. He's usually in around them and say, hey, you know, and explain the situation. She goes, I don't have card. So I said, right. She goes, well, I work at 2. I said, okay. So I said, right, look, maybe when I'm going on the honeymoon, you can come with me and I'll take you to the owner. I'm working. So, okay. So she goes, but can't you get me back in there? I don't work there, Flower. So obviously I'm starting to laugh now. She goes, but, you know, because you have muscle. I said, yeah, but that doesn't mean that I work in every gym in the country, does it? You know, I don't work here. So she's literally going on and on. It was quite comical because she was sweet. And then the guy who runs the properties, like the building manager, he comes in and she looks at him and she goes, do you have deal with this gym like him? And I said, well, no, he runs the property, he's not going to have this. So she goes, I'm asking if he, about me, can give me a new card to gym and he passes it to you and you give to me. And he goes, I don't think Chris owns this gym. And she's like, yeah, Chris is going to do it for me. I don't run this gym. And literally she spent 10 minutes and she left. There was just no, she goes, you understand me, don't you? I said, yeah, but I don't think you understand me. I do not work there. I do not have anything to do with this gym. And she goes, yes, Jim, you get me back in. I went, okay, I cannot do that. And she literally left smiling, waving, thanking me for getting her back in the gym, which obviously, I even gave her the Instagram, was like, message on there.